Hey folks, this is Rob here. I'm going to reflect a little bit on my interview with Kim, and in my zeal to promote her information, I end up talking too much as usual. But a revelation came to me. Um, I'm not a, you know, like a, I'm a spiritual guy. Not a religious guy. But the Holy Spirit came to me during that conversation with Kim and made me realize that right now we're in the process of the freedom of humanity, literally on a higher dimensional level. The light forces have taken control of of dismantling the control network, so that now we are free, truly free, to manifest our own destiny. I was realizing as Kim was speaking uh, to me that we're witnessing, actually, in these next week, a formal shift in this planet's position in the galaxy itself and in our solar system, as uh, the life force returns to humanity. Kim is ground commander. Another thing I realized that um, is through the Holy Spirit during that conversation is that she really is ground command. She's meeting with others, galactic councils, and she talked about it, Council of Nine. So this is face-to-face meetings. This is not someone who's, not having real meetings. This is actual the details of the liberation of planet Earth, ground command. So again, I apologize if I talk too much, Kim, but um, um, I really wanted people to support you. So I had to, you know, share a little bit of your power and your position and what that means for us all. And I truly see your beautiful spirit and your responsibility that you take very seriously. And it was, really humbling to me to realize that right now that our planet was actually controlled, that we had no real understanding of who we are. I mean, by some galactic rule that we didn't know. And now, not just we're saying it's being lifted, but energetically, the shifting of, I would call them throne energies that are manifesting life on the earth are going into uh, the control of the light forces. And we're actually free. We'll be free to heal, to be our authentic selves, and to put away our, addictions and habits and programmings. So there's a tremendous amount of light pouring in to the planet right now. And what I was realizing during that conversation was Kim's position in it. And one of the things that she revealed to me, or Holy Spirit revealed to me in the moment, is this is an orderly transition. There are a group of minions or bureaucrats involved in the money situation who are no longer relevant. But there has to be an orderly transition of power. And those ones in those positions of the bureaucrat and the technical running of a world, a country, in finance, in commerce, And all of those structures and systems must acquiesce and take a knee to the new sovereign, which is the Christ consciousness within each individual, and collectively, we're going to build a new world. I'm seeing a tremendous amount of responsibility that she has, and she's doing it all on her own on a certain level, and it's an awesome thing to behold and to really realize the magnitude. Now today I realize it's not just like a computer thing, it's literally to see that the planet doesn't crumble in the transition from the order of darkness to the forces of light. So I encourage you, bureaucrats, you military, you white hats, to take a knee and to present yourself for orders of service to reestablish and transfer the real power of the government to the people. The old way is no longer. So, I want to say a little humbly, I was a little, I wanted to explain a lot of stuff here, but I should have let her talk more. But there was revelations coming to me all the time in that conversation. So I'm not, like I said, I'm not a religious person, but I'm spiritual. And I believe that Kimberly Ann Goguen is ground command, and that there is a process of a transference of power and of order that needs to take place. And if we can allow the people who've been taking orders from above realize that they can take orders from a new commander temporarily, while this responsibility is transferred to the people into any way that we want to distribute our wealth and abundance. And how we're going to move forward with this is open. There's so many possibilities. But for me personally, I really feel it's important that a lot of the light workers and people that are conflicted about what's happening recognize Kimberly Ann Goguen as the true guardian of the planet right now. And her submission, her effort is to empower the world, all of us, to take stewardship and guardianship of the Earth's resources. And, in the conversation there, I said, so what's keeping the money coming? And she's like, well, say we get the money. What does that do? How does that work? So she explained, like, how do you get a house and all that? And she's restructuring it. So this whole, this debt slavery system literally has to be wound down and something new in its place. And she's literally trying to do this on her own. So I know she needs a lot of help in technological expertise in computers and in building a new governmental structure. And for those people involved in government or in military and police forces, I ask that you do the right thing and no longer follow the directions, the unlawful directions of your government officials who are misleading you and literally attempting to depopulate the planet. You must stand forward. You must go confiscate vaccines, hold them as evidence, and you must stand up for truth. And anyone who comes against you, declare who sent you, by whose authority. We, the people, have a right to present our evidence, and if not, if we're not recognized, we will take it. And we're asking for good enforcement people in the military and in the police forces to not follow unlawful orders and to refuse to do harm to their fellow man. A lot of things came to me afterwards. I had a lot of light energy is hitting the planet, and I had a lot of awakening and realizations of what is actually transpiring right now. She literally was telling me a few hours ago, and so this is like literally right now, ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing an entire transformation of the archetypal energies and that are allowed to hit the earth and that allow you to be have your own life force. So wonderful, wonderful, positive changes are coming. And so be heartened and have hope that we can have an external acknowledgement. And I think these people in positions of power are going to be very delicate and want to unwind the narrative slowly. It needs to be revealed, and we need to start having arrests take place now to allow a smooth transition and a healing to take place on the planet. I made another post on my website talking about UK and an incredible video. And I think it's important that people look at that one. It's basically a police force officer being told of the crime court in The Hague, and that there are multiple actions in countries around the world to make arrests of the criminals involved in the conspiracy to harm and injure their fellow man. So energetically, lawfully, and legally, the pandemic is over, and it will filter down very quickly into our mainstream. And for those that are programmed and resisting this change and the awakening, it doesn't matter. The day is going forward with or without your agreement or compliance. So I'd like to thank Kimberly Goguen for being ground command and for sharing with me the actual reality that I didn't realize, that we did not really have free will, that we had been given over, and these galactics had kind of agreed that, to this quarantine that had been going on, and that the light forces that were trying to release it had to wait to this period of time for the expiration of the covenants. So this is why this era of peace is coinciding, because Midgard and the physical plane here on Earth is very instrumental, not only in this galaxy, but other galaxies. So we've made it through a big test in a portal today. And that's like a huge galactic update, whether anyone's going to realize it or not. In my heart, I realized today it was true. And now there's going to be unrestricted energies as this dark and light battle is harmonized in a synthesis of beingness. Um, where the power of our thoughts are going to become more available and are more directly understood, and the responsibility that we have to program ourselves into positive thinking more than ever before is important now. So I guess I should sign off here, but that was a revelation. I was looking at the interview. I was so kind of like focused on it and trying to get the information out, because I knew this would be that Kim is very groundbreaking and pivotal. And I kind of, to be honest, when I look back at it, I dropped the ball a little bit. I was talking too much, but I wanted to I just wanted people to understand that this is happening. Divine intervention is here, and that there are individuals who are working directly in the transference of power. And there are high government officials in the military that I believe are ready to take a knee and to offer their services to the new commander in chief. And this is a temporary position as a literally an interdimensional battle has come to an end. I say that some people could be shaking their heads, but I really feel that this revelation is imminent to the people. How quickly and will the media and the forces in control of telling the people, how will that happen? I don't know, but it's already happened. And enforcement is here. Kim had mentioned the others, so they're literally, unfortunately, having to murder or to end the life and existence of those who are in violation of God's laws and the new covenant that man has reestablished in freedom now with the Creator as a result of divine intervention to end the rule of darkness on this planet. That's energetically, and each individual is going to be responsible to uphold that covenant with the Creator, through their thoughts, actions, and deeds. So I hope that if this message resonates with people, I just hope it does, and that and whether people believe it or not, there is a plan, and we're gonna build a new earth together. I know some people are gonna be kicking and screaming, but our future is bright. All right, so thank you so much. And again, I'm sorry I talked a little too much, but I'm just so excited to be sharing what's taking place right now. I didn't really realize until that conversation, when you explained to me your position a little bit on the inner planes, I got the revelation that this is something completely new, and literally on a super physical realm of transition of power has taken place. So may God protect us all. Thank you for watching. Again, sorry, Kim.